lot slower. Jed up the inside as actually Jake Benham got to remove from Freddie Rasmussen into turn 10. Jake Benham now trying to make it a 1-2 for the Mercedes, and Freddie's going to fight back up into turn 11 up the inside, and he does brake later, puts himself ahead as now Jed Norgrove looks for a move, can't get himself ahead as we come through. Bit of a tap on the back of Jake Benham as we head through out to turn 12, back onto turn 13, and Josh also looking to put himself as Xander Van Dyken. This is going to be very interesting, and Jed looking in a really good position now as we head out the final corner.
Jarno Opmeer says, see you bye. He's clearing everyone else at this point. Here comes Jed Norgrove down in towards turn 1. DRS enabled. We're not going to get the taste of that just yet. As now Lucas Blakely on the back of Istvan Pukki. Josh Adowu up the inside of Xander Van Dyken as well. They're scrapping it out for P5 in this race. Lucas can't find a way through on the Alfa Romeo. Josh Adowu is able to find the position ahead of Xander Van Dyken. Jarno Opmeer still leading this race, but Jake Benham all over the rear of Freddie Rasmussen in the second sector. He's got 4-lap pressure. Medium tyres strapped onto his Mercedes. In towards turn number 7 they go. He's close to the back of the Red Bull here, and now in towards turn number 8 he's thinking about going up the inside line, potentially in towards turn number 9. Will he go? All he thought about Jake Benham is all over the rear of Freddie. Freddie is slow at this point, and now in towards turn number 10 he'll do the same thing he did last time by. Can he make this one stick up the inside? He'll have DRS to go for it in towards turn number 11, but no, he just can't find the move. Freddie Rasmussen, incredible defense from him.
Yeah, Jed Norgrove also had a bit of incident. He nearly hit the back of Jake Benham, went wide, sent Josh Edeno into the top 4. He's now going to be looking to get himself ahead of the Mercedes. Jed tried it, couldn't make it work. Now it's Josh's turn on the soft tyres to try and put himself ahead. But look at this exit from Jake Benham, and also Freddie Rasmussen, who's going to take the lead into turn 1. There's 4 of them possibly who can do it into turn 1. You can see Freddie's to the outside of Jarno Opmeer. Also Jake Benham looking to get himself through, can't do so. Freddie's had a bit of a slide. That allows Jarno to try and fight back out at turn 1, 2. We come through towards turns 2 and 3 now, and Freddie takes lead ahead of Jarno Opmeer. Bit of a tap there from Josh onto Jake. Now Josh round the outside at turn 3. Can he put himself ahead? No, he can't. And then they contact Josh off track briefly after he had a bit of a collision there with the rear of Jake Benham. And now Jed's back ahead of Josh as we head through towards turn 7. And still, Freddie Rasmussen taking the lead of the race ahead of Jarno, Jake, Jed, and Josh all in the top 5. And also Istvan Pukki looking to up a move on Josh.
Pandemonium on lap number 29 of this race. We have a new leader in Freddie Rasmussen, as now Istvan Pukki once again fighting it out with Josh Adowu. These soft, with all the battling, they've got to be dying off at this point now. On towards this straight, heading in towards turn number 11. Look at this, almost 3 wide in towards the corner. It's such a tight entry. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be up the inside, Jed Norgrove of Jake Benham. Josh Adowu gets stacked up, and now Istvan Pukki sees his way through. We'll have a look at the front of the order, because Freddie Rasmussen pulling away from Jarno Opmeer now in towards turn number 1 off the exit of the final corner. Jake Benham all over the rear of his teammate. Is it smart for the 2 Mercedes to swap positions so that Jake can challenge Freddie towards turn 1? They're crashing down the straight. Lucas Blakely's around. Blakely's out of the race.
I have no words. I do not have a clue what happened there.
My mouth is wide. My jaw's on the floor. Mouth is wide open. Lucas Blakely out of this race. Contact heading in towards turn number 1. A second safety car of the day.
He wasn't even heading into turn 1. He was just got past the pit exit. It was halfway there. It was just after the start finish line, and he must have been going straight with someone. Got tapped on the rear, and he just flung round at full speed, smashes into the wall, out of the race. 14 runners left, but now do we see Jarno and Freddie pit? They've got to, surely, and Jake Benham. They've got to pit. Or do we see everyone pit onto a new set of softs? I don't know how many softs people have got left, but surely, if you've got them, go for it. We've got 6 laps to go. Jed and Josh have showed how much quicker these soft tyres are, so surely you've got to go for it.
I mean, real F1's got Drive to Survive. I think F1 Esports has got Survive to Drive or something like that, because... Yeah. I mean, we've now lost 6 drivers in this crop. I stole that, by the way, from someone talking about Netflix, so I can't take credit for that one there. But
I saw it in the chat as well.
I mean, are they going to pit on lap number 30? Jarno is. Jarno pulls the trigger, comes into the pit lane. Freddie's staying out on circuit. Jake Benham forced to stay out on track. Josh Adowu into the box. Danny Moreno is Istvan Pukki. Oh no, Josh is actually staying out on track. All of these guys coming into the pit lane for a fresh set of the soft compound of tyre. We're going to get going around about lap number 33. Is it going to be enough for them to overtake their rivals? I mean, the tyres will be so much fresher, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. This is such an interesting, strategy call here, and I think it's just a coin flip as to whether or not it works.
Well, Jarno, surely, is in the best position to win at the moment. Jed and Josh, they've probably still got a little bit left in their tyres, but they will dive by then. We've still got 5 laps to go. They'll be 10, 12 laps on their soft tyres. Jarno all the way then, they've got brand new softs, and well, you can see, you've got 7-lap-old for Tomek and Alfie, 11 for Xander, 7 for Josh and Jed, 9 for Jake, and 13 for Freddie. Those Williams and softs have got quite a lot of wear, so now you've got to think, well, you've got lots of Jarno, Isan, and Nicholas. They're in a prime position to try and take podiums and try and win this race. We'll have what, 5 laps, I think, to race. This is going to be a grand. No, it's in this lap.
Oh,
the safety car's in this lap already.
Safety car coming in at the end of this lap. I think that is due to the fact that if it went any longer, then it could potentially end on the safety car. I don't know what happens. I think we are going to be green no matter what to the end of this race. Freddie Rasmussen leading from Jake Benham, who has 4-lap fresher medium tyres strapped onto his Mercedes. Jed Norgrove and Josh Adowu on dying soft compounder tyres. Then Tomek Paragic in behind, arguably got the best tyres out of any of the top 5. Then we got the likes of Jarno Opmeer, Istvan Pukki, Nicholas Longe on the softs in behind, off the jump already. Jake Benham in towards turn number 1, challenging to the outside of Freddie Rasmussen. The Red Bull defends to that inside. Jake Benham has to go the long way around, and they're going to run side by side off the exit in towards turn number 2 and 3, where we could see potential contact between the pair of them. Jake Benham, the smart move there, backs out of that overtake in towards now the first sector, where it's so difficult to find any moves. Let's have a check-in on Jarno Opmeer. He's all over the rear of Alfie Butcher as they file their way into this first sector for the 32nd time in this race.
Yep, and then we've got Jake Benham yet again within a 10th of Freddie Rasmussen into turn 8. You can see, can he go through into turn 9? Surely not. As Jarno Opmeer ahead of Alfie Butcher. Alfie goes wide, loses a couple of positions. Now it's Istvan Pukki ahead of the Haas drivers who come through, and Jarno. And look at this pace he's got as that's Tomek Paragic looking for a move on. That is Josh Ido in towards turn 10. Can he get himself ahead? It'll be close. As you can see, Jarno yet again now looking to get himself ahead of Xander Van Darken in towards turns 11 and 12. He breaks a little bit later. That's someone going very wide. That's Josh going really wide down at turn 12. And now Jarno looking to get himself ahead of Paragic in towards turn 13. Round the outside, this could end in tears. Jarno up into P5 now. He's got 4 drivers left to get through to try and take victory. He's on 1-lap hold soft tyres. This should really be a prime position now for Jarno Opmeer to demonstrate. We've got loads of people battling. We've got side-by-side action in towards turn 1. It is Freddie and Jake fighting for the lead. Jake takes the lead of the race in towards turn 1 ahead of Freddie Rasmussen.
Jarno Opmeer on rails at the minute. Everyone fighting up ahead allows for him to take advantage of these guys on slower, older tyres as now in towards the first sector they go. Alfie Butcher, something's happened to him. He's had a spin off the exit of turn at number 1. He's going to be out of contention for any points in this race. Nicholas Longe, don't count him out as well, as now in towards the second sector. Look at Jarno Opmeer on the back of Josh Adowu, who's got 7-lap fresher soft tyres up the inside in towards turn number 9. Jed Norgrove runs wide as well. Opmeer's back onto the podium on lap number 33, as now in towards the final few corners at the end of the second sector. Opmeer all over the back of Freddie Rasmussen. No DRS this time, but he'll get enabled next lap on lap number 34. But Jarno Opmeer, what a strategy call he's got now, because now contact behind. Jed Norgrove has gone for a spin. More yellow flags into now the final 2 corners. Here comes Jarno Opmeer off the exit of Ari Lundijk once again. Opmeer into second. He's done it. He's back into P2. He's just got Jake Benham ahead of him, and then he will lead his home Grand Prix in towards turn number 1. Jarno Opmeer up the inside line of Jake Benham. Will he make the move stick? Indeed he will.
Jarno Opmeer into the lead. What a move, and that's Josh Aves on the straight. Well, he's had a crash on the main straight. Only 13 runners left. Tom Bradgett into the pits onto a new set of softs, and then Nicholas Longe, it's his turn to try and fight through the field. He's got Freddie Rasmussen and Jake Benham ahead as we head through up in towards turn 6 and 7. Istvan Pukki also sitting right behind, and Joni Tormala having a great Grand Prix as well. You can see how much grip these brand new soft tyres have in towards turn 8. Nico has a bit of a slide, but he does go for the move into turn 9, up the inside on Freddie Rasmussen. He's got it, I think. Yes, he has. Nicholas Longe into the podium from P11, and he actually gets half spun by Freddie. They go side by side still. Down in towards 10, 11 and 12, and Istvan Pukki looking to make something work of this as well as we head through, and Freddie just to make keeps that P3 for them. He's fighting for his life to keep ahead of Nicholas Longe.
They're all stacking up in turn number 12 as now this is the fight for the podium positions. The 2 Mercedes streaking ahead up the road. Nicholas Longe doing all he can to try and get by on Freddie Rasmussen. It's 2 to go, this time by Jarno Opmeer. Has this race potentially in the bag as now Nicholas Longe looking up the inside of Freddie Rasmussen, heading in towards turn number 1. he make the move stick up the inside? You bet he will. The Frenchman up into P3. He'll have Jake Benham in his crosshairs and try and go for the move for P2 in this race.
Yep, and now Nicholas needs to get ahead of Jake instantly. Jake is going to hold him up so much now, coming through this first sector. If Nicholas can get ahead of Jake and have that DRS on the front lap, this could be it for Nicholas Longe. Through towards turn 7, Jake is going to hold him up so much, you can see. Jake carrying no speed through these corners, and Nico just trying to find a way through and can't do so. This defence is stellar from Jake, but him into turn 9, surely. Jake defence on the inside, Nicholas around the outside, can he make it work? And Nicholas gets pushed off the trap bellies. We come through in towards turn 10, the gap between Jarno and Nicholas. What is it as we come out to the final, to turn 10? It's 1.4 seconds, I think, Dan. That has been worked perfectly for Jarno Opmeer.
Oh my word, and Jake Benham, he's not done there. He's back up the inside at turn number 11. Look at us, Longe off the exit's going to switch him back. Jake Benham, a last gasp effort to retain P2, but I just don't think it's possible. However, they have the DRS straight heading in towards turn number 1, where Jake Benham's going to be able to open the rear flap and try and go for the move once again. Nicholas Longe's got nothing in the battery. Jake Benham up the inside, and he'll make the move stick. It's Van Pookie going to try and follow through. Danny Moreno in from nowhere up the inside now of this Van Pookie, trying to find his way up to the podium.
Danny Moreno is in P4. He started 16th. He's made 12 positions. As he's found now, he's up the inside. There's a bit of contact between the two, and Danny just keep himself ahead. Now we come through, and look at this gap. It's 1.8 seconds. So now there's no chance of anyone catching up to Jarno Opmeer as Tom Prentice takes the fastest lap on the final lap of this race. Nicholas Longe, Danny, it's fun all looking to get themselves ahead of the Mercedes. And surely doesn't Nicholas make a move? No, he doesn't. He sits back. He wants to keep that DRS down in towards that turn 11 chicane, and it's Van Pookie ahead of Danny Moreno, who made a mistake there. And now Nicholas Longe has one more chance down towards the final chicane to get himself ahead into P2.
The wall of Jake Benham has been erected, and no one can pierce through it. What a defence from Jake Benham, and all of this has allowed for Jarno Opmeer to streak away at the front of the order. They don't call him Cook Meal for nothing. He's brought us a gourmet meal, and we're feasting tonight because off the exit of the final corner at his home Grand Prix, championship leader Jarno Opmeer strikes once again on the line. Nicholas Longe gets the move on Jake Benham. He will not allow the Mercedes 1-2. Jake Benham retains the podium. Istvan Pookie ends up 4th, Danny Moreno 5th, Yoni Tormala 6th, 7th for Fabrizio Donoso. Jabo Konyi in 8th, 9th is Xander Van Dyken, 10th Alfie Butcher, Jed Norgrove and Tommy Paragis. Something happened to them. Both Red Bulls retired. Something happened for Freddie Rasmussen there. Oh my, I'm out of breath completely.
I have absolutely no words. My throat is killing me. What a final few laps that was. And the safety cars coming clutch there for Jarno Opmeer and Jake. And it's like watching Red Bull. In 2021 at Abu Dhabi, it was Sergio versus Hamilton, and it is like that instantly. Great job from Jake Benham to defend. We saw it, I think it was in Japan.